Thank you for contacting Wave Support. From your request, I could see that you have a lens that's standing off in the lower section of the fit. So if we look at your topography here, you can see obviously you have a toric cornea. One of the first things to remember, sometimes when you have a cornea that's slightly steeper on the bottom versus the top, slightly asymmetric, this is not too bad, but a little bit asymmetric. If you average the cornea during when you first open up the software, sometimes it will make this a little bit more uniform through here, which can sometimes throw the fit off a hint. So sometimes if you have a nice looking topography like this, sometimes I'll choose not to average out the astigmatism. That'll give you a little bit more true corneal data to help in fitting. So with that said, if you choose GSIM as you did, you'll end up with a lens that has a nice two base curves on it and kind of an average of this meridian here, this vertical meridian. And what will happen, since you're a little steeper here in the bottom portion of the cornea, probably what is happening with your lens, that little flatter lens is lining up along this upper part of this slope on this steepening area. And then when you get over the edge of this little elevated area, sort of the cliff here, if you will, you get a bit of a standoff here. So the key is trying to get this outer area to line more closely. And so a couple things you can do. One option is, as you were going to try in your fourth lens, I believe, is to just make the whole lens steeper. That can certainly be helpful. Or the option, sometimes if I have a lens that is having a little trouble in one particular sector, I'll switch over to freeform to just get a little bit more alignment there. So I've got your third design here, and if we look at that base curve and that vertical meridian, you're at about 740, and 740 both superior and inferiorly. So one way to do that is if you switch over to axial, which will give you a little bit more general steepening of the lens, and switch over to freeform, and I designed a lens in that modality here just so you could take a peek at it. And you'll see, now you still have a lens that's nicely aligned here, but now if you look at that vertical meridian, if we click over in that superior meridian, you're at 740-ish, which is about the same. But now if you look in that inferior meridian, you've dropped down to 728 from a 740. So that, I think, will give you the chance to get a little bit better alignment in all these different meridians, and you can certainly further manually adjust that by switching over to the 25% modality if you want to take that lower meridian, make it even a little tighter. So hopefully those tips will help you out, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. Have a great day.